This is a normal sound check.
Not really good for...
Classic way that I talk.
I like to practice. I do sound checks by doing the Wilhelm scream. Oh, my fly's undone.
Whoa.
I'm not wearing underpants. You could have gotten a real peek there.
Fly undone. Big head wound.
It's not a wound anymore.
What is it now?
Post-wound.
I'd call that a wound.
It's a scab.
Scab.
It's closer to a scar than a wound at this point.
Pick it.
That's what I like to... It sounds like a Linkin Park thing. It's closer to a scar than a wound at this point.
It's closer to a scar
than a wound.
Closer to the scar than the wound at this point. I'm the other guy. I'm the rap.
I'm the other guy.
I love how Linkin Park is a singer guy.
Yeah.
And then they're like... And the other guy raps and plays guitar.
The other guy raps the stuff that guy just sang. They do kind of do that a lot.
No, but also he plays guitar.
Yeah. That's hard to do.
You'd think the singer would also play guitar.
He should be in like the Hip Hop Hall of Fame for being able to...
Yeah.
What other person is doing that? Afro Man? He can
true.
barely even play or rap.
It kind of makes you
So
look
who
at
cares
other
which
people,
one he's doing?
And you're like, why isn't Flea also a hype man?
He is.
But why isn't he occasionally just in the mic like, oh?
I think that's part of his job.
That's
Definitely part of his job. Well, you wouldn't call being nude with no one's consent being a hype man?
That's pretty hype. They should, for like 4th of July, the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
Whoa, this is a pretty... I don't think they're going to do this.
I don't think they're going to follow my plan.
If for the 4th of July, they did a Me Too satire.
Oh, that'd be great.
And we're like, Flea is stepping down because of...
allegations
because of things in the past that have come to light.
He is.
And then in it, there's an asterisk that's like, no one bring up in scar tissue that Anthony Kiedis like openly fucked to like a teenager, and it's like in his autobiography, and he describes it as cool,
as super rad.
But you could occasionally see Flea's balls.
He spends more
when he'd be popping the high string.
He's fun. I'm gonna stop now. I'm old.
Rolling Stones.
This stuff hurts now. I don't like it anymore.
Bones. Those guys are
pretty old. They're pretty old. You're right, Dan.
Pretty old.
How old are they?
They're rolling. Wait, they're 40 licks. Those guys have been around for
40 score.
40 score.
40 score and a beggar's banquet ago.
Yeah. I like that they had an album called 40 Licks. It was the greatest hits. When I was a kid, I was like, cool, 40 years of the Rolling Stones. And it's like, no, it's licks means guitar riff. There's only 40 guitar riffs?
That's crazy.
On this 2 CD set? That's not good.
No, that'd be fine.
That's like one per song.
That's fine.
No, you need more than one riff.
Well, I like Can.
You like Can? Eric's favorite song is Louie Louie. Now you just do one riff over and over again.
Da-da-da-da.
And then you move your hand a tiny bit and keep doing the same thing.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Mick Jagger dancing around thing.
I like when Mick Jagger dances.
I bet you do.
Mick Jagger had a kid with a woman younger than both of us recently.
Nice.
I remember reading that as a moment where I was
Nice.
like, I wouldn't hook up with a girl that age. And Mick Jagger's having a child with her.
Oh my god. Mick Jagger.
That's gotta be wild because you're a kid and they're like, who's your dad? And you're like, 1,001-year-old
The
man.
oldest. Oh, his son is turning 5.
Yeah.
That's so weird to say. Yeah. What a weird
Mick
sentence.
Jagger's 5-year-old son.
That is so odd. Even if he was fucking a 42-year-old who's on in vitro, I'd still be like, you're robbing the cradle, man. You gotta.
Noam Chomsky with 2-year-old twins. Sitting with 2 twins look like him on his lap.
Oh, and Mick Jagger's 22-year-old son commented on the Instagram picture and said, "My best friend," to a 5-year-old. Fucking, yeah, that's even weirder.
Well, he has that guy, 22, he's like, well, who am I going to be close with? My dad, who's a century older than me? For a
That's
baby.
true. Does he have more in common with a 5-year-old or Mick Jagger?
Yeah. That probably sucks because that 22-year-old's definitely a changing diaper. He's on double diaper duty.
It's so weird that he has a 50-year-old daughter and a 5-year-old son. What are you,
Wow.
Elon Musk's dad?
So how old does it say how old the mother of the
They
5-year-old
are
son?
dancing around that one hard in this People article.
The author photo is just a guy
I can't
wringing
even-
his collar.
Honestly, I can't even find her name in this article. It's really like they don't want you to look it up.
Some lady.
Okay, here we go. I found it.
Imagine you're out there.
It's
and
like
you're
it
like,
says, and his-
I'm some 24-year-old. I'm gonna hook up with Mick Jagger. I'll have his kid. I'll be famous forever. And people comes out.
Yeah. No, that article was like, and Jagger's wife, N.A., which is not applicable. Who cares? Who gives a shit? Some broad, I don't know.
Somebody.
She's not as young as you made her out to be.
How old is she?
She is 35 now, so she had him when he was 30.
I think there was another person. How do I Google youngest lady Mick Jagger?
Oh, man.
Mick Jagger, age inappropriate.
Her Wikipedia page is 2 sentences.
What is it?
She's an American choreographer and former ballerina. Duh.
Yeah.
She retired in 2019 after 15 years.
That's a good career.
I know, yeah, she had a whole career. See, he's not robbing the cradle. She retired from her ballerina career, and then Mick Jagger swooped in.
Yeah, that is true. People are always like, oh, old men are always dating these teen actresses. Well, they're both washed up.
Yeah,
You're a Disney star who's 21.
they have a lot more in common than you think,
Yeah, you might
okay?
as well marry the 45-year-old guy who did the music for Drake and Josh.
No, in 2014 she started the relationship, and she retired in 2019, so Mick Jagger likes a working woman. He's like, hey, keep being a ballerina.
He's out there
I'll support you.
He's out there clapping and ruining everyone's dances. That's wild. Mick Jagger, like, I want to line up everyone he's ever dated and do like a Vanity Fair photo.
You'd have to get a real wide camera lens.
I feel like
You'd have to line them all up in a prairie somewhere, I think. Take like an aerial photo. You'd line them all up, like chalk it out and have them all like wear color-coded shirts and do the tongue thing in a field and take a picture from above.
This is wild. Jagger was in a relationship with fashion designer Loren Scott, who I guess is like a famous person, from 2001.
Are you saying her name is Loren just because she's in the fashion industry?
It's L''WREN.
Okay, and you know how to pronounce that correctly.
Loren. This is great. Her Wikipedia page says, Laura, quotes, Luann Bambro, also known as Loren Scott. Well, what the fuck's Luann then? Why do we gotta know about Luann?
She did the voice for Luann on King of the Hill.
Yeah, why is Luann in there? His name's Pedro, cool guy, Gonzalez, professionally known as Malcolm Gladwell. No, but he was in a relationship with her from 2001 until her suicide in 2014.
Oh, wow. That's sad.
Maybe he ditched her for a
Ditched her. She killed herself.
for a ballerina. No, I mean, I'm thinking she went to the ballet with Mick.
Yeah.
And then she was like, he was dancing along a little too charismatic.
Yeah. At the ballet, you get famously, we all dance along.
Yeah. Hey.
How mad would they get at the ballet if you were dancing in the aisles? Not even on stage, no, in the aisles. Like just up and down.
I'm gonna start going to classical like music performances and just start clapping. No, but she left her entire estate estimated at $9 million.
That doesn't seem like
him.
That doesn't seem like a why.
Exactly.
And also, that doesn't seem like a lot to be Mick Jagger's ex-wife, and that's your entire estate.
No, they weren't married.
Oh, they weren't married.
No,
okay.
no, you're not hearing. She, in her own, had $9 million from her fashion.
That's even more impressive.
And then she died and was like,
I should really give it to Mick. He's got a lot of bills coming up.
This will definitely make his quality of life better.
I know this will make a difference.
Yeah. No, that's funny.
That'd be great. You're on Celebrity Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. It's like, and what charity are you playing for? Mick Jagger? Oh, you mean his foundation? No, his personal account.
Personal account of Mick Jagger. That's the new nihilist move. Is
just give money. Well, that's what OnlyFans is.
Are writing their wills out to Elon Musk.
I don't think we're that far from that. And that's all OnlyFans is just giving rich women more money and then coming everywhere.
I don't understand that. Who are the rich women?
The people who are like at the top of the fucking food chain on OnlyFans.
I thought you were about to tell me that OnlyFans was funded by like a bunch of rich old women. It was like one of those like, we're the American Daughters of the Revolution. Let's all pool our money and start a business. We've done bake sales in the past. Online pornography. Have you read John Ronson's new book? You really need to do something. This Pornhub thing it's really ruining the lives of the creators. No,
man, Mick Jagger still sexy.
Still sexy at 73,000 years old. He's only 79.
Yeah, he is younger than I thought, which is once again crazy that someone's 79 and I'm like, wow.
I love this. On that thing where it's over on the top right, where it's got like age and all that stuff in the photo.
Yeah.
It says partners: Jerry Hall, 77 to 1999. Lorenz Scott, 2001 to 2014, her death.
Her death.
Which is, that's like, I want to go in and edit, like, if I was ever famous, you just edit, you're like, until 2009, when she started being a bitch.
Bitch.
She cheated on me. Like,
on her period. Yeah, that'd be great. There's one that's really short. It's like first period. Well, not first period. Not the very first one.
They did.
Their first one together.
They did it 2022 to 2025. Parentheses, I got more famous. I got a little bit leveled up.
I got a sitcom.
I started hanging out. The next relationship it's a blue name, you can click on it, but it's just all lowercase. Someone from like a TV
show. I scrolled a little bit down and it got to the part in Mick Jagger's Wikipedia page where Charlie Watts has dead. It says,
spoiler alert, Eric.
It says Watts died unexpectedly at a London hospital at the age of 80, which, like, come on. Who was shocked?
Well,
the doctor really was like, that doctor can't come into the room and be like, something totally unexpected has happened.
This is wild.
An 80-year-old man has died. Oh, no. Who could have expected this?
Oh, the humanity. Yeah, here's the story. This is like, I mean, I guess it's funny, but not in the way of typical things that we were discussing.
Okay.
Here's the story of him punching Mick Jagger in the face.
Oh, Charlie Watts? Yeah, I remember reading that story when he died.
Mick Jagger called him up. They were like, he was drunk, and like, he's like, where's my drummer? Come hang out with my drummer. And then Charlie Watts like hung with the phone, and he like put on like a full 3-piece suit,
as he
and,
would,
like, combed his hair, and like shaved, and then went downstairs to the bar with Mick Jagger and just punched him in the face. And he was like, "You're my singer," and then he went upstairs.
What a fucking...
You know their album where it's like the zoomed in crotch?
Yeah, Sticky Fingers. Yeah, with the zipper.
Charlie Watts was like the boring one. He was the old man, like drummer.
Yeah.
And for years they were like, you know who's... That's Charlie Watts' cock on the cover.
I don't think he'd put those pants on.
No, it's some like Warhol guy, like
yeah,
the Andy Warhol people. But I just love that it's like you have the most boring member of the band,
and you're like, that's like, his dick.
The PR people are like, we gotta give Charlie something. We gotta spice it up. Maybe they give like a big shadow of like a blimp on the next cover. I'll tell people Charlie took this photo from above with the boner and the sun behind him.
Did you know Jagger is a supporter of music in schools?
Oh, wow. He supported music, but I didn't know.
In schools?
I didn't know the context.
He's a patron of the Mick Jagger Center in Dartford. I would hope so.
I hope so, yeah.
I would hope he chipped in a bit on that one. You know, hey, half rent maybe, you know, hey, you got the bigger bedroom, Mick. Can you pay $100 more?
I'll cut in on the rent. Can I store some boxes here? And they're like, yeah, can we put them in display? Sure. That's actually perfect.
Yeah. Presidential libraries are a big scam, because what do you do with all that shit?
It's literally just
in your house, and you're like, I shouldn't even have this. These are like white. These are very important documents. I don't think I should just have these in my attic.
They might as well just tell you, like, you get $100,000 a year, and also we'll buy you a used store for the rest of your life. We'll get you one of those, like, temp control.
And you don't got to worry about ending up on Storage Wars.
No, the U.S. will pay for it, sir. That is all a presidential library.
It's just it's what the fanciest storage units in America.
I went to the Clinton Library in Little Rock.
Yeah.
And they had this big old, like, dictionary.
Do they have the cigar?
Yeah, a big old dictionary. I pulled it off the shelf. I opened it up. It was cut out in the center. One.
You look at the Bible, 420s ripped out.
Clinton Presidential Library, half of it's behind beads.
Don't come in.
Light and some beads you gotta go under.
Presidential dark light wing. You're flipping to the archives, all of a sudden it's just a filing cabinet full of Grateful Dead bootlegs. Do you remember when you informed me that presidential libraries aren't actually libraries?
Oh, really? I didn't even really know that until you just informed me.
I was like...
No, it's like a museum type thing.
I thought they were just libraries. That they were like, I'll fund a library. When presidents were done, they were like, I'll build a library now.
Hey, fuck the Little Rock library system. Like, really sees me to the town.
I kind of figured there might be a little something, you know, like... like a framed headshot you'd put in a diner or something.
He thought it was just like, hey, here's a picture of Bill Clinton. Here's his golf club. Right next to where you return your Rude Dog VHS tapes. And your book report project. Your book report project.
Book report project.
I
did a book report on book reports.
You get a book about Joe McCarthy, and then you go, I'm just going to get one, and then I'll pretend like I read other ones.
Yeah.
And then your project is called Joe McCarthy, a great American. And then,
Boom.
And then your teacher's just like, I don't think you read other books. I think you just read this one pamphlet. And it isn't even in the Dewey Decimal System. That really didn't happen to me as a kid. I wrote a paper on
Joe McCarthy.
Yeah, the Red Scare.
Yeah.
And whenever the one thing I like half-assed read was like he saved us from communism. So I made like a PowerPoint where I was just like, all right, everybody. So Wisconsin Senator Joe McCarthy. He's the reason we're not all eating damn goulash made of rubble.
You want some fucking cold brick soup?
Yeah. You want to wait in line for some bread made of sawdust? No, you don't. Thank Joe.
No, you don't. And now you thank Joe.
I wish I could find that.
I saw a squirrel shit today, which I'd never seen.
What do they even shit?
When do they shit?
No, what?
It looked like a...
Equally dumb question. No, I said what? No, you idiot. Not when.
Not what? When. What comes out of their asshole when they poop?
When they poop.
Oh, well, poop. It's small.
What is it, little, like, circles?
Yeah, it was like little... It looked like, sort of like marbles.
Oh.
Yeah. There wasn't a lot of them, though. It was just like 3.
Were tree seeds.
They probably were.
He said you could eat them.
He probably can.
Damn. You know, Henry Ford. No, Henry Ford, he had James Washington Carver.
George Jefferson Washington Carver.
I gave that guy too many names. They were really trying to pretend he was a president. My name's Barack Obama Alton. I go by my first and middle name.
Barack Hussein Obama Alton.
Hussein Obama.
Barack Hussein Obama Alton.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Originally that wasn't even his middle name. It was more of a nickname, and it was Barack Hussein.
Hussein.
Because he walked around Hawaii, and that's kind of his like thing.
That was his phrase.
Yeah, they'd be like, aloha, and he'd be like, Hussein.
Hussein.
You coming? You going?
You coming? You going?
Who's coming? Who's going?
When do you think he developed that rhythm?
He should have said aloha when he was like his last speech as president.
Aloha.
I would like to say from the position of being the sitting president, but also at the same time from the position of being a private citizen entering the world. Aloha.
It's perfect. I nailed that. I can't.
Behind him a Webster dictionary, like this shit defines it. Like just in case anyone thought that didn't make sense. And actually, it was very eloquent.
What was your favorite Obama quote from one of his famous speeches? I've always heard he was a great orator.
Orator. Orator? What is that? Like someone who's like, wait, never mind. He's a great orator. Where it's like, you can't have sex with her, but
he'll orator.
All right, do you want to have sex with her? Orator. I can't figure this one out.
I don't know what I'm trying to say.
You need a whiteboard.
I will try and work this out, okay? I don't know what is happening.
No, man, I've been at the fair. That's my big thing.
You went to the fair?
Did you go to the fair?
I went last year. I can't imagine the pigs look any fucking different.
They're bigger or smaller because they're new.
Yeah, exactly.
Bigger or dead?
The biggest ones are dead.
Yeah.
And so the ones that were, now the other ones are just as big as those were.
Yeah.
And the babies, they're the same size as the babies from last year. Unless they fucking advanced pig technology.
No, they got them bigger. They decided not to kill any this year, so the big ones are really big this year.
Did you enjoy yourself?
Oh, I had a great time.
How was the music?
The music? I don't remember any music.
I watched a lot of a band when I went.
From the Budweiser tent?
Yeah.
And it's kind of my dream. It's like, if you're ever a successful band, we want to play the Budweiser tent daytime at the fair.
Yeah.
No one's going to notice.
Yeah.
It'll be awesome.
Oh, no, they were having a great time.
Or were they playing some classic rock covers?
They played a lot of Rolling Stones.
I bet.
Yeah.
This one goes out to Mick Jagger's 5-year-old son.
It's his birthday, I think. I don't know.
Like, what the fuck?
No, they had a guy on keyboard who would just kind of wander on and off the stage. Because usually, I mean, I get that it's uncomfortable when the band member only plays on like half or like even less of the songs.
Well,
but
he
usually,
was also grilling the donut burger.
Usually they don't just like get up and go get a beer, like buy a beer. Like it's weird to see a guy like get off stage to go buy.
Yeah, the star put change in his pocket. That's true. You rarely see celebrities getting change back.
You don't see Brad Pitt.
No photos of Jennifer Aniston opening up a coin purse.
No, yeah,
That's weird. Those are examples of famous people.
Then they're together. They're a couple.
They were.
Jennifer Aniston has been popping up on my Facebook a lot. There's a I don't know why.
Do you like her?
I do not. I haven't
the
really.
Knows who we like now.
I think what happened is I watched. I don't know what.
Computer knows who you have a crush on.
I think they've been monitoring my heart rate, but but no. For some reason Facebook started showing me clips from that movie with her and Vince Vaughn.
The breakup?
I guess, yeah.
That's like, I saw that in theaters.
And they've been shoving those clips from that movie down my throat for some reason. So I
why
guess
not? It's from 20 years ago.
It doesn't make any sense.
The movie
Yeah.
did okay.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they?
And I watch it because Vince Vaughn is one of the most underrated actors of our generation.
Okay.
Our generation.
Yeah, me, yours, and mine.
Vince Vaughn is.
When you say that, you mean Vince Vaughn now. When you say our generation, you mean
outdated.
Once we came of age, that's when the period of Vince Vaughn being the great
interns
started. That's wild. You know, I did, because that thing I read was Jennifer Aniston being like, no one cares about acting anymore. They just want like people on like social media.
Yeah.
She's like, so I'm gonna get on social media. I gotta figure it out. That was her like thing, and that would be wild because it's like some PR person's probably like, hey, J-Lo's career exploded when they like put her ass as like a thing.
Yeah, her ass was the thing.
Everyone remembers your nips poking out on Friends. Like that damn set.
Is that a thing from?
Degrees
Is that a thing from Friends that I'm not remembering?
I think it is. I think there's something. I've never really watched Friends. And
I'm not googling Jennifer Aniston's nipples.
Yeah. I'm gonna go there.
So how was the fare? What'd you eat?
Oh,
A pickle?
I ate a donut burger.
Did you really fucking do that to yourself?
To myself. What does that mean?
You ate it.
Yeah, it's delicious.
You like that shit?
I was not overwhelmed, but I was like, I don't want to fucking figure out what to get.
It's overwhelmed.
And then there's posters everywhere. It's like, eat a donut burger. So
Bitch.
Like, sure. My favorite part is I noticed this after I got it, but there on the poster at the bottom it says the donut is the bun.
No shit.
Which, how mad would you be if you bought it and it's bun, donut, bun.
Burger.
No burger.
Oh. A donut sandwich.
Well, it's a donut burger. We melted cheese on a Krispy Kreme and then put it between two buns.
It's a burger.
With ketchup. And mustard.
No, just mustard. Even grosser,
Mustard.
just mustard.
Just
Because
mustard.
ketchup's kind of sweet.
A big wet
It's not,
tomato.
that would be gross.
Well, onion and sweet is a nice combination.
I'm fine with onions and sweet. I think you're selling me on this.
No,
now you're selling me on this donut sandwich.
The donut burger was nice because it's like it makes it sound like it tastes like a candied bacon type thing or whatever.
Where's the bacon?
They put bacon on it.
Oh, there's bacon on it too?
Yeah, bacon, lettuce, tomato, onion, pickles, a burger.
There's pickles on there too?
Capers.
That seems a bit much. I don't know about the pickles.
Well, the photo doesn't show any of the lettuce, any of that stuff.
Did you tell them that's false advertising? And
I
then
said,
you have your own
they said, what do you want on it? I said, give me the works.
jizz on it.
No, they didn't do that. This is a family fair.
Doesn't sound like a family
But I did
fair.
ride the jizzer after that, which is the fries in the midway.
The jizzer.
The jizzer. It's just the scrambler. But,
But
you know what
hey,
I mean?
that's technically copyrighted.
Someone owns that.
It's sort of a Kleenex situation, you know?
Bust a nut.
Don't say that in front of me. That's all you got? You ate a sandwich? That's why you're like, I can't wait to talk about the fair?
I can't wait. Well, I don't remember now. The fair's not fresh in my... I've done so much. I saw mummies in West Virginia since then.
Mummies?
Yeah.
The mummies?
In West Virginia, not Here Comes the Mummies. You know them?
Yes. My parents saw them one time.
Everyone's parents have seen Here
Yeah.
Comes the Mummies.
I think I told that story on this
mine.
thing once. Boy, oh boy, to these grown men playing.
No, it's Here Come the Mummies.
Yeah, I know, but they dress up like mummies.
Yeah.
Because they're a secret supergroup, apparently.
I
That's what
don't
Wikipedia
think,
page
I don't
says.
think that's
You don't
true.
know that? It's on Wikipedia.
It's Mick Jagger.
They call it a supergroup, but I mean, they're really...
Mick Jagger's one of the mummies.
Apparently, it's like a bunch of like session musicians from Nashville who which like they're not. That's the thing is like they're not famous. You could just start a band.
Yeah.
Like you guys.
They're cool, man. I didn't even know they're from Nashville. That makes sense why your mom knows them. Do you think your mom's one of the mummies?
I think
That was her trying to tell you she's cool?
I think you're
He's
absolutely
like, do you
right.
know Lady Mummy? That's me.
They are rumored to be several Grammy Awards among the members, though this is very difficult to verify as the identities of band members are kept under wraps in quotation marks, which, like Wikipedia, man, quit with the jokes. And that's not even attributed to anything. That's literally just whoever's writing this article, like,
They removed that citation. That citation led to
it says tweet. Citation needed. You're right.
I know, but originally that citation just led to someone's tweet. Someone doing a little bit. Some open micer doing a riff.
Members are believed to be under contract to various record labels, hiding their identities so as to prevent contract disputes while performing.
I think the Mummies.
Citation needed yet again. I think a mummy wrote this.
They don't know use a computer. Oh, do you see what their record label is?
No.
It's Sphinxter Records.
So these guys are stars.
It's Sphinxter. Like Sphinx.
Oh, but also poop?
But also indeed.
But also poop.
Mummy Cat. I love these guys. One guy's name is just The Pole.
Their live show is apparently unrelenting, but they walk around like mummies the whole time. That's very relenting. You're under wraps. You've relented to the wraps. You can barely move. How are you unrelenting?
Your mom just comes home at 5 a.m. exhausted, covered in bits of paper. That performance was unrelenting.
That's what I kind of thought too. I thought they were more 60s, but I guess
like
they were 80s.
Question mark in the Mysterians type thing.
I think this is I think this is another.
All that shit where they'd be like, I'm Lord Fauntleroy. I'm Fauntleroy, and here are the pops. And they'd be like, I'm playing a green tambourine.
Okay.
And it'd be on top of the charts.
Okay.
1965. We're here, 1965.
The band is currently working on a movie, which has 2 citations needed next to it. Oh, no, that says clarification. I was like, how do you get 2? How many say...
I'm going to need to see proof, and then I'm going to need to see more.
I need to see proof of your proof. I don't just need proof.
I need double proof. Here come the funnies. And it's us. It's mummies with our faces on.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
My mummy dinner.
Mummy.
It's just our moms cooking us.
My mom pasta. Making some dry enchiladas.
Why do you mean dry enchiladas? Because that's like a mummy?
Yes.
Is that why you said that?
No, but
that is, yeah.
Good job.
Dry enchilada is the most mummy-like
Good job. You got there. Me just remembering bad things my mom has cooked really got us there.
My mom and I went to the fair together, and then my girlfriend and I went to the fair together.
You went on the fair on 2 separate occasions?
It was a whole affair.
Are we talking 2 Krispy Kreme burgers?
No, 1 Krispy Kreme burger. Next day, I got a pineapple whip by accident.
I don't know what that even is.
That's what happened. I went up to the pineapple whip stand, and there were 2 ladies getting their thing. Yeah. And I went, what is a pineapple whip? And the guy went, it's this. And then he held a cone up.
Yeah.
And then the ladies went, he only has cash and we don't have cards. You should take that. And then I was like, and I just grabbed it. And then he was like, all right, $5.
That is you got scammed. That is so good.
But those ladies, I guess, had ordered it. And then they didn't have money, but he'd made it.
Oh.
And then in the heat of the moment, I got fucking swindled.
Man, I like that move.
No, it sucked.
I bet those girls worked for him.
They were old ladies.
Yeah, they're on a.
That's why I thought
they're on a
good,
fixed income. It's a side hustle.
Exactly, I was like some old bags on a fixed income.
Yeah,
going to the fair, getting a pineapple whip. This must be good. And then I got a pork sandwich.
Well, what is a pineapple whip?
It just tastes like ice cream with pineapple ice cream.
Huh, I mean, that didn't sound that bad.
It was fine.
You don't have to say it's just that. That sounds delicious. I love pineapple, and I love ice cream.
It could have been better, though.
Did it have anything? That's it? Just ice cream?
Yeah, just pineapple ice
cream.
No,
like whipped cream?
No, it's like a soft serve pineapple ice cream. Not worth...
Well, $5 is actually pretty cheap for anything at the fair.
That is true. That donut burger...
I think I paid more for fudge.
Oh, I bought a lot of fudge. I got a praline.
Okay.
Peanut butter
Shit
cup.
Right off the bat.
Well, pralines are great.
I don't even know what a praline is.
Oh, but it's shit.
Yeah. It's in some sort of ice cream. What ice cream is it in?
Praline.
But no, there's something that it's in as well. Is it in Rocky Road?
Pralines and dick? That's a joke from Wayne's World. That's a joke which I don't agree with because they're making fun of the one guy and they go, his favorite ice cream flavor is probably pralines and dick. But pralines are delicious.
Oh, so pralines and cream.
Yeah.
People.
But that's just ice cream.
I
They can
googled.
call chocolate and cream, strawberry and cream,
I googled pralines.
vanilla ice cream with ice, chunks of real ice. Ours is real cubes.
It's cubed. I googled just pralines.
Yeah.
People also ask, what even is a praline?
What even is? The most common Google question is with anger.
That's the number one, I promise.
Number one question.
What the fuck is this bullshit in my
What the
mouth?
fuck is this bullshit? Parentheses when eating a praline. That's cool. Can I guess what it is?
Sure.
It's melted butter with sugar and some sort of nut.
Praline is a firm combination of almonds and caramelized sugar. These candied almonds can be ground into a powder called praline that is used to fill the Belgian chocolates. I think I know less about pralines.
That first sentence, you're like, okay. And then they're
What the
like,
fuck happened with the rest of that? Huh?
What's Franz Ferdinand got to do with this?
I mean,
Fun.
granted, this is like a computer trying to answer the question, what even is it? There's emotion involved.
It is a
There's like emotion involved in this, which I think is confusing the computer.
It's historical, asshole. Don't question it.
There's a New Orleans pralines recipe.
Yeah, I think of them as being a Savannah, Georgia thing, but they're all over.
World's best praline.
One time I went.
It's weird because they're like, this is the world's best praline, and then they're like praline recipes, and I'm like, is a praline a? Oh, it's a form of confection.
Yeah, it's a confection. I was gonna say exact thing.
Oh wait, what the? This is okay. Pralines are a little confusing for me.
Eric's having a meltdown.
Praline is a form of confection containing, at a minimum,
You've at least gotta have. If you don't have a little bit of nuts and some caramelized sugar, get the fuck out of town.
at a minimum,
At a minimum.
culinary nuts, usually almonds, pecans, and hazelnuts, and sugar. Cream is a common third ingredient.
It's gotta be. And then common is one.
There are two main types: French pralines, a firm combination of almonds and caramelized sugar, and American pralines, a softer, creamier combination of syrup, pecans, hazelnuts, or almonds with milk or cream resembling fudge.
I don't know which one I've.
A praline cookie
Hey.
is a chocolate biscuit. Already I'm confused again.
Praline would be a good name if
Did
you
the
had like
na-
a girl named Maybelline in your class who's always reading the Bible.
I thought that was going to be a fat joke. Good for you for turning that one
No,
around.
what were you gonna
Maybelline, more like praline.
That girl's always talking to Christ about getting a fucking sandwich. Maybelline. That's funny that they just took some like fat lady's name and made it like a cosmetic. Bertha Cosmetics. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Agatha.
Looking at pictures of I keep wanting to say a combination of provolone and praline.
Provolone. That's what they have on St. Louis style pizza. Provolone.
That's not it either. I just almost type in praline though.
Well, it's Provel. Provel
There we
is the
go.
cheese. No, if they had Provel flavored fudge, I would have definitely.
That would be the grossest
That
thing.
should be emos should go around selling St. Louis style pizza at other state fairs.
They can't, man. You can't get that cheese across state lines.
Is that true? It's like raw milk.
I'm just guessing. Why can't they? It's just literally the only thing that makes it unique is the fucking cheese. I don't know why another place couldn't sell St. Louis style pizza.
Because then no one would come to St. Louis.
What about the Arch?
What about the City Museum?
What about the City Museum? Even better.
Remember that time we went to the City Museum and then we were...
I don't know. We should...
I like how instead of just saying this joke, which we've already have ready to go,
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, remember?
Remember?
I remember joking, we're like, oh, you're in the City Museum. You got some, like, really fat cousin who lives in St. Louis. And you come to town, you're like, hey, I got my kids with me. Any fun things to do in St. Louis? No.
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 All our slides are too small.
Museums are boring, right? You guys don't want to go to a museum.
You wouldn't want to see a museum of this city,
A
right?
stuffy old museum. It's just your old uncle with bad knees. Ribs are what we're known for. That alone.
He's gonna trick me to crawl around under the half pipe again. Around the running half pipe that they have for some reason.
How is it? I was just in West Virginia yesterday, and I was down south in the middle of nowhere, and there was just all of a sudden if Castle was involved in the name,
yeah.
But it was just a huge half pipe and all these ramps, just like in the middle of like the woods off the highway.
I like it.
It was wild. It was cool, man. I kind of wanted. There was a part of me where I was like, "Damn, I should get off and go
skate.
Look at them, I guess."
Yeah, you'd be like one of the girls at the skate park.
I'll just be I'll get on my Daisy Dukes and I'll hang my legs over the half pipe. A little crop top on.
Oh.
Yeah, because now that everything is like more open sexually, can I be just some slut who hangs out at the skate park?
Oh, you certainly can.
I would love that life.
The only problem is that you'd be out there trying to seduce like 15-year-old boys.
No, there's old guys. There's 45-year-old recently divorced guys.
That's true. But they're trying to seduce 16-year-old girls.
Damn.
So they can feel young again.
Yeah.
So you got to throw on a little rouge.
I got to throw on some rouge. I would like that. Like, is that...
Get a bottom bald cap.
So many kids are... So many kids a bottom ball. What does that mean?
Cover up your beard and shit.
I thought you were making a joke on the word bottom.
No, yeah, I realized that. Yeah, no.
I was like, why do bottoms need to be bald?
No, you got a weird bald cap that just cuts around your mouth. Yeah, it just goes up like around your ears. That's a good invention.
Oh, you never see the guy with the hairnet around his beard?
That's not going to hide your hair. That just protects it from falling out. And you can get your hair in the half pipe. That's fine. You just can't get it in a half-baked chicken.
That's true. That probably is that's really shows you that culture doesn't all move.
That we're still using nets for our hair?
No, I was going to go back to the being a slut at the skate park.
Oh, okay.
No, but culture doesn't move like in a collective thing.
Yeah.
Everything's moving at its own pace.
Yeah.
Because in a perfect world, the gender, like this whole like you can do whatever you want is a construct, whatever.
Yeah.
That would have come in the 90s when we were kids, and everyone was like, I love skateboard culture, but I can't skate.
Yeah, exactly. I'd like my etnies.
But
no, I can't kickflip.
I kind of feel like if it would have been appropriate for me to just dangle my little legs over the half pipe, that would have been the life for me.
Are you saying that in the 90s, trans people were just called posers?
I'm not saying that, but I think there's like, not trans, but the whole, you know what I mean? Because when I was a kid, it was like, oh, you can't wear those airwalks, you don't fucking skate.
Airwalks.
That was real cool.
Buying your skate shoes at Walmart?
Hell yeah. No, you know what I mean? It's like I would get a Tony Hawk hat.
They got Journey's money, man.
And people are like, why do you have a Tony Hawk hat? They pushed me down. But if it would have been today...
It's the push sound.
If I would have been a kid today, they wouldn't have been they'd have been pushing my head down.
They would...
You know what I mean?
Are you still just wearing the Tony Hawk hat?
Oh, yeah. But now skateboarding's not cool, so it doesn't matter. Now, you know what I mean? It sucks.
You'd be wearing like a Jake Paul hat or something.
So now there's probably some like 15-year-old kid who's like, hey, I got a Tony Hawk hat. I can't skate, but I'm down to just, you know what I mean?
Get plowed.
I'm down to hang out and like know about bad religion. And I'll be the one who has the lighter.
Yeah.
Or the cigarettes. And like there's probably a kid like that now, but then he goes up to the skate park No one's skating.
No one's skating.
Just people watching.
And they're all just
bands.
vaping.
They're all vaping. He's blowing up everyone's battery. Lighting it on fire. That must be confusing because now it's like, you're like, I'm a skater. You go to the skate park, you're like, well, this is just bands playing. And then you go to a place where the bands are supposed to play.
Everybody's skating in the bar.
Yeah. Thank you for helping me finish that. I realized that I reached nothing.
Oh.
No, this is a fun time, man.
I faced some hardships at the bank earlier today.
Oh, no.
I'm afraid we're losing the board. No.
Oh, no.
No, I went to the bank and they had this new job and they gave me a check and I just went to my bank and cashed the first one they gave me, and then I got the second one and I went to go cash it and they were like, oh no, we can't cash this, it's from a different bank. And I'm like, yeah, but who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Like that, what?
You're all fucking owned by the Rothschilds?
Yeah.
You ever pull that card?
I did tell them.
Speak to the Rothschilds.
I was at the bank and they were like, well, we can't cash it because it's from a different bank. And I'm like, I really have like cashed a lot of checks here that aren't like from here.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do? Cash a check from you guys? I don't even understand what you mean.
You guys are taking money I've given you that wasn't even fit. What is the opposite of counterfeit?
I should have just been like,
money's fit.
I should have just been like, every quarter roll I've ever turned in my life has been at least 2 quarters short.
Yeah. Oh, no.
But,
from fit to deli counterfeit. They're like, well, that's too many. There's too much wordplay.
That's a bit much.
You're literally doing double wordplay.
Sir, here's your debit card back. But I think the 2 weeks notice is done these days. Because I know, not because of anything that I'm going to do. I was telling them about my availability, and I was
you can't afford, like, a wife and kids on a one.
No, I think 2 weeks notice is done because, like, I talked to 2 people, and, like, one of them was like, he was like, so what's your availability like? And I was like, well, I work these 2 days, just these 2 days right now, but, like, obviously in 2 weeks, like, that would change, if we could be, like, flexible in the beginning, then, I'll leave there and be here, full time. The guy was like, getting out of here on Fridays and Saturdays is going to be tough for you. I'm like, nah, like I said, it's just me, like, I'll put in my notice and stuff, and, like, and then he just didn't understand it. Yeah. To the point where the other woman came out and was like, so you have a job, right? And I'm like, yeah, but I'm going to put in my 2 weeks notice. I'm like, do you not?
Dog eat dog, man.
I had to finally just break it down to be like, so if I was working for you and I wanted to leave, I would tell you 2 weeks before I left so that I don't leave you.
And then they were like, well, that sounds awkward. Then you'd be here for 2 weeks. We can't trust you. You can't trust us. And this sounds like a crazy system. I don't like that idea.
It's just like, I don't know what that is.
I don't think that's a good plan either.
I guess they're done. I guess everybody just quits now.
Yeah, you just quit. Well, no one has a job. No one has job.
Well, that's not going to be the case anymore. Fucking 5 bars just closed.
Well, bars.
Good luck trying to get a job as a bartender.
What bar's closed?
Fucking Gold Bar, not Whirling Tiger.
None of these bars, Gold Bar. That's a currency.
You don't go anywhere.
Gold Bar is a currency. That's not a thing. That's not a place you can go. Next, Eric's gonna be like, I'm trying to go hang out at Candy Bar.
I'm going to the Silver Dollar. Whatever, Eric.
I'm going to Candy. You're going to Snickers Bar.
We do have a lot of currency-based bars. I guess we're down one. I guess now we only have one.
And Silver Dollar.
2 is a lot, though.
Tony's Nickel Hut.
So that's 3.
Pennies.
They should have put...
Diamonds. Wait,
that's true. That is kind of a form of currency. Oh, wait, diamonds is closed. You're right.
I forgot the dime... Because in my mind, it was like dime.
Did you think they spelled it like the word dime, and then mons?
Yeah.
Diamonds.
Diamonds.
It's a reggae bar.
It's a reggae
where
bar.
Happy hour, everything's a dime.
Yeah. That would be fun.
But that's just because your drink looks sexy. They put like fake tits on it.
That'd be fun to have a bar and be like, at 3 p.m. we do your first shot is a quarter. We have beer at 3 p.m. We open. You get a free shot if you've been here for 5 hours.
No, your first shot is a quarter, and they give you the quarter, and then they put a shot glass down, and they put your quarter back in it, and then you just look at them and go, "What was the point of this?"
Oh no, I don't like that. I'd be mad.
Why did you do this to me?
I'd be real mad.
Because then you go, "Well, do you want a real drink, Sonny?"
Sure. Yes, I would like a real drink.
Okay. What would you like?
A shot of
top shelf margarita?
No. Hey, sure, I guess. It's not like the reg is not the.
That's what people usually get here.
I have no reason not to trust you. I have no reason not to trust you, person recommending the most expensive thing.
For going from a quarter to a $36 margarita?
Yeah, I guess. Sure.
You're going to want our Wagyu burger with that.
I guess, sure.
Did you ever do that when you were surfing? Where somebody would be like not like very callously, just like really over, like just sell overly expensive shit.
No, I never cared about.
I would do that for fun sometimes.
Anything.
I would do that for fun sometimes if somebody just seemed super gullible.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I don't even care enough. That involves learning.
I would do that very infrequently.
That involves knowing the names of expensive things.
Oh, you don't what? You don't even know what you're doing?
Well,
man?
I worked at a place where it was like they had sea bass at night, but I worked during the day. But sometimes people would be like, "Can I eat the Chilean sea bass?" Which we could do, but it like took a bunch of work. And then I'd always be annoyed.
It's not like you have to fucking cook it.
I know, but I'd be like, I gotta type in a thing now. Can't you just get something that's a third of the price of that?
I don't know how you made a living. Jesus.
I just don't. You know what you want, you tell me, I'll go get it.
Oh, I definitely prefer to have that attitude.
Eric's over here like, the tiramisu.
Well, listen, I would never sell dessert.
Why?
Because I work in places that don't rip their customers off. They don't leave hungry. They don't need a 3-course fucking meal.
Yeah, I like that.
They give honest portions for an honest price.
Then why are you leaving your job? You just had this new place. They're like, why can't you quit now? You're like, because they give honest portions. And that's where you start getting a tear in your eye. You grab your resume back. You know what? Fuck you guys.
No, I'm not making enough money to be working till 4 a.m. I ain't making 4 a.m. money.
And then sun's out, buns out. I don't even know.
I don't know what that means either.
Yeah, working at 4 a.m. is absurd.
No, I mean, yeah, it's crazy.
Because Louisville's already insane. Like, stuff shouldn't be open this late.
Yeah.
So last night I did a show, and the show was at 7. And then by the time I was done selling merch and shit and getting paid, it was 10.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm gonna go drive back, and everyone's like, "You're crazy. That's 5 hours." This is Beckley, West Virginia. I was in Beckley, West Virginia.
Yeah.
They're like, "That's 5 hours," and I'm like, "No, that's fine." And then I got into town at 3:15. And I'm like, I could literally go
get
to
a drink.
bar.
I can keep this night going.
Yeah.
If I really want to.
I could go do a set at the tap room.
Yeah, if you really wanted to. And if you really, you could keep it going even past that.
Yeah.
You can just wait until 5 when a coffee shop opens and be like, "You guys have beer here, right?"
Yeah.
You don't.
Speaking from experience.
You don't have to stop. No one is gonna make you.
At 4, you do an hour of hand sanding. At 5, you get.
Yeah, you rub yourself down with a little Purell.
At 5, you get kombucha from a coffee shop that's open. At 6 a.m. Methadone clinic's open. It's good. I mean,
You're
you have
good.
to do heroin like methadone.
Still fun.
Still good.
Why do you think they like it so
Well,
much?
it looks like orange juice. No, man, most of Pennsylvania just is like West Virginia.
Yeah, I was about to say, is Pennsylvania sort of like an honorary southern state?
Sort of,
this
yeah.
weird way?
Just a bunch of bullshit and like people in the middle of nowhere.
And then Philly.
And then the cities are on the ends. Pittsburgh and Philly are on like each end.
Yeah.
And then in the middle it's just chaos.
So they're kind of getting...
In the middle it's fucking Scranton. And Scranton is not like The Office. Because I've been to Scranton, and it's all hills and shit.
Yeah.
And it's like Appalachia.
Yeah.
You're telling me Stanley's fat ass is using his parking brake on an incline every time he's getting in and out?
God, no.
You're telling me Phyllis is carrying her groceries up like a flight of steps to get to her front door every day?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like those houses in the Highlands where it's like, thank God you guys all have maids.
Exactly.
That's 45 steps to get to your front door.
You need an elevator to get to this damn mailbox. No, it's like that's what Scranton's like. And it's like, you're telling me that Jim, he's doing that? You're telling me Jim isn't rock climbing and he's not a dork?
Oh, Jim is definitely, he goes to the indoor gym.
Someone like Jim has to either be rock climbing or they're a dork.
Yeah, well, he's probably both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dwight would be like some kind of weird like rollerblader. He's always doing soapbox derbies.
I like that. Tomorrow.
See, there's so much stuff. It's hard to keep track of it.
I'm surprised you didn't hear
and
about
yet
this
these
at all.
scientists are out there saying that
Maybe you
global
weren't,
warming doesn't exist anymore. I listen to very weird scientists. Yeah, these scientists are out there saying that we all came from God 2,000 years ago.
Fucking idiots. Now I'm remembering that I have to cash that check somewhere. And you know what? I thought about it when I was on my way over here because I kind of ran out of time. I was going to stop at another bank, see if I could embarrass anyone else.
Just go to a cash check.
I was going to say, but I realized I was driving over here, and
You forgot you're in the...
quite a few check cashing places.
You're in the, as my mom would describe it, character neighborhood.
There's a lot of check cashing places near Daniel's residence.
We got everything. We got strip clubs, burned down strip clubs, check cashing places.
A place where you can buy...
At Wendy's where a whole family works.
I like that. Oh, you were a little ahead of the game on another breaking news story that I've seen a lot on the internet lately.
On grunge coming back? Alice in Chains is here to stay.
I didn't hear that. Although Alice in Chains is in studio today.
Cool, boom, down.
No,
My dog loves that one song by Alice in Chains.
Yeah.
Them Bones.
Oh my God. But have you seen the rash of stories that have been popping up lately of children working at fast food restaurants and at stores?
No, but I have. I get. You know what? It's like, what's the point of kids working?
She looked like she was doing a good job, actually.
I guess it's to support their families. But it's funny because everyone our age is like, society's collapsing, you don't need a job.
Yeah. 10-year-olds are like, well...
10-year-olds are like, I'm going to get a 401k going.
Yeah.
I'm going to work my way up.
She definitely looked like that was not her first time working at a Culver's.
It'd be funny if society like gets back to normal in a few years. And then there is just someone where you're hearing their story and they're like, well, I started young. I started being working the register at McDonald's at 7 years old. I happened to get in that few-year period where no one wanted to work.
No one was employed.
Yeah, I became the manager of Foot Locker at 12 by accident.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
And then the economy got back to normal, and I just sort of stayed in the system.
I'm still here.
Yeah.
I'm 15.
I'm a
team lead in Tallahassee. They transferred me here. It's their weakest branch, and I'm good at...
No, Foot Locker would have good Tallahassee sales.
They probably would.
Yeah, it's a bunch of rednecks who are, like, running.
So what do you think?
Rednecks look or jog.
I will leave this world. Video of child goes viral getting homework. See, there's opposite ends of the spectrum for kids these days. Some of them already trying to climb the corporate ladder. The other ones, I think I'm done already. I'm already done.
That's perfect. I say we ended that. That's a good spot.
All right.
A little dichotomy.